Sup, Kumph Ramblers? It's me, Kumph-E, and I am singing a song and overall early um, tribute to the 2026 Tampa Bay Buccaneers season and where we're going to not make the playoffs again and probably be miserable again. It's Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sounds that saves the wretch like me. I once was lost, and now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, Todd Bowles was not fired by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know, absolutely horrific and stupid news over in the NFL, and you have people like Booger McFarland that's basically saying that he deserves to not be fired, which clearly, Booger, you did not watch Bucs football this year. But here's the deal. Todd Bowles not being fired is one of the biggest mistakes the Bucs have made in actual years. It's something that worries me. Are they going to fire Grizzard? Are they going to fire the special teams coordinator? Are they going to fire all these people that deserve to be fired? The offense was too talented to be as abysmal as it was at the end of the season. It was absolutely they were absolutely horrific. The defense was somehow worse. The defense showed no ability to actually be able to stop any team that's capable of anything, and they could even stop bad football teams. That is a true sign of a terribly coached football team. Nothing was going well. There was injury problems. I get that's not Bull's fault, but I just want to put that out there. I get there's injury problems, but it gets to a point where when you're playing better injured than healthier, there is a serious problem. Like there is, and I feel that this team is just so worried and scared to make moves. They don't want to make moves. They're fine with just taking their hands and fucking sitting on them and not doing anything except for letting other teams fucking do stuff they should be doing. It is unbelievable. The only way I would be fine with this happening is if it gets covered up by a bunch of moves the Bucs make. But Jesus Christ, was this an awful decision by the Glazers and everyone else who met with Todd Bowles and said that he should stay. You have people who are open up. You just had John Harbaugh open up as a possibility. You can go after a young up and coming guy like Clint Kubiak to go over there and be able. And you can go take him. It's like, hey, let's see what you can do. Because what you have right now is Todd Bowles, a guy who's went 8-9, 9-8, 10-7, 8-9. That is his resume. And every single year, they collapse in the middle of the season. Every time. The defense under Todd Bowles is never that good. This is a decision that they made with Todd Bowles as the head coach, I should emphasize. But this is the decision that they made because they're scared to move on. They're scared to take swings. And it is miserable to see a team I love so much be so scared to take opportunities. And they're so okay with mediocrity. If the Buccaneers are somehow worse than they were this year, next year, I want there to be some push of a possible team selling. Because guess what? This is a decision that the ownership made because they're scared. It is bothersome because you have so much talent on this football team, yet it gets wasted every year. I get it. There's like almost no consistent talent on that defense. Go get a pass rusher. Trade for Max Crosby. Go draft a top pass rusher. This is a good draft for that. Go do something defensively. Get a linebacker because Rossi Dennis is a joke of a starting linebacker, and Levante David is getting older. So this is just not looking good. But I understand Todd Bowles, Josh Grizzard, all this stuff. I think both of them need to get fired, and a bunch of other coaches in the team need to be fired. But Jason Licht is not clean of everything. Jason Licht has not made an in-season move since 2020. Knowing there was problems with this team injury-wise, and he still decided to not do anything in the trade deadline and get no depth for this team. He makes no moves in the offseason. This is his last chance to do that. If he doesn't do that this year, he is. If the Bucs go to hell, he's very likely to be fired as well. Because this is a guy who needs to make moves. He was ballsy enough to make the move for Brady. He was ballsy enough to make the move for Gronk inside these guys. Those were great moves that he made, and yet he doesn't want to make moves anymore. And he hasn't since 5 years ago. 5 years ago is the last time he made a move in the middle of the season. What the fuck is he doing? What is he waiting for? But it's not a Jason Light video. We might get there when we get there. But what I do know is that Todd Bowles being hired back is a ginormous mistake. And unless they go all in and have a great season next year, this is the biggest mistake they've made in actual years. This will be the biggest mistake they've made since signing Dirk Cutter to be the head coach of this team. I mean, yeah, there's not much to really say that hasn't already been said about this by other Bucs fans. Just overall, Glazers and all the people who made this decision, they're scared. They're fine with mediocrity. They don't want to win anything meaningful. And winning the division, this many years in a row, is not a flex. It's not a flex that he thinks it is. 3 straight years he's won this division. It's been the worst division in the league for those 3 years. And that's not a flex to win this one. And you look like you're going to close it out by November, and you throw it away somehow. The way this team lost is a coaching malpractice problem, and it's clear as day that's what it is. And there's not really much to really say, except for should have fired Todd Bowles. You had open options that were much more attractive and palatable, and you had a guy who won a Super Bowl. It was never a bad coach in John Harbaugh that you could have signed and made a ginormous statement, and you decided to sit on your hands and do nothing and just sign and just keep Todd Bowles. Just keep mediocre. Just keep mediocrity. Just keep malpractice on your team. That's what he's going to do. That's what they're going to do. And if they suck next year, we might have to talk about how they need new ownership. But, yeah, Todd Bowles, fuck you, Tampa Bay. Probably going to just drag me in again next year and being hopeful. But I'm not quite sure about this coming up here. But, yeah, that's about it. See ya.